5 times non-humans were called as witnesses. Humans are often called as witnesses to testify in courts and before Congress. As we are about to find out, being a witness is not exclusive to humans. Animals, puppets, and robots have also fulfilled that role. Animals have been called as witnesses in criminal proceedings because they saw the crimes or got involved in one way or another. Some courts have allowed this use of animals, while other judges have plainly refused. Welcome to the Amagi, and today we're counting down 5 times non-humans were called as witnesses. Before we begin, we publish new content every week, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 5. Elmo. In 2002, Elmo of Sesame Street became the first puppet and non-human to testify before the U.S. Congress. Arguably, it is still the only puppet to have ever testified before Congress. Elmo appeared before the Education Appropriations Subcommittee to support an increase in funding for teaching music in schools. The increased funding was to be used to purchase music equipment and fund music research. To play the part, Elmo dressed in a suit and tie. However, not everybody found it funny. 2002 was a busy year for Congress. It was stuck right between the 2001 World Trade Center attacks and the 2003 Iraq War. The September 11, 2001 bombing was still fresh at the time, and Congress was planning a vote on the Iraq War. Besides, Elmo also interrupted other witnesses and tried to eat the microphone. Number 4. Bud the Parrot. In May 2015, 49-year-old Glenna Durham attempted a murder-suicide. She shot her husband, Martin Durham, 5 times before shooting herself. Martin died, but Glenna survived. Bud, an African gray parrot owned by Martin, was the only witness to the murder. Bud revealed that Glenna was the shooter when the bird started saying, "Don't f***ing shoot," in Martin's voice. It often repeated what is believed to be the last conversation between the couple. The bird alternated between the voices of Glenna and Martin and always ended with Martin's words, "Don't f***ing shoot." Martin's mother, Lillian, mentioned that Bud was a filthy bird and was fond of repeating whatever it heard, so it was probably telling the truth. Prosecutors attempted to take Bud to court as a witness, but they were turned down. Nevertheless, Glenna was found guilty of murder. Number 3. Scooby the Dog. In 2008, an unnamed 59-year-old woman was found hanging in her Paris home. Police considered it a suicide, but her family suspected murder, so they insisted on an investigation. The only witness was the woman's unnamed dog. The pooch was later nicknamed Scooby after the famous fictional investigative dog, Scooby-Doo. Police believe that Scooby was in the home at the time of the woman's murder. They found a suspect and called Scooby to court as a witness. Prosecutors observed Scooby's behavior when presented with the suspect to determine whether to continue with the murder investigation or rule its owner's death as a suicide. Scooby barked ferociously when presented with the witness. The court did not explain what decision it reached, and we were unable to find a follow-up. However, Judge Thomas Casuto thanked Scooby for its help, saying the dog showed exemplary behavior and was of invaluable assistance. Number 2. Pepper the Robot. In 2018, Pepper became the first robot to appear before the British Parliament. Several human witnesses, including computer scientists and roboticists, also testified. The idea was to prove the usefulness of robots and artificial intelligence to humans. Pepper provided evidence about artificial intelligence, robotics, and the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The robot also answered questions from members of Parliament, although it was unclear if the responses were pre-programmed or used artificial intelligence technology. Pepper is part of a category of smart robots created by SoftBank Robotics, a Japanese company. The robots have microphones, cameras, and touch screens on their chests. They have been used in several roles, including receptionists. However, not everything has been rosy for the robots. One was fired from its job at a grocery store. Number 1. Max the Parrot. In November 1991, 36-year-old Jane Gill was found dead in her Northern California home. Suspicion fell on Gary Joseph Rasp, Gill's business partner, who appeared in court as a suspect. The only witness was Max, Gill's parrot, which probably saw the murder. Max had remained inside its cage for 2 days after the murder until Gill's body was found. The bird was hungry and thirsty when it was rescued, so it was taken to a pet shop where it was nursed back to health. After getting better, Max started to shout, "Richard, no, no, no!" Charles Ogolnik, Rasp's attorney, took an interest in the bird. His client could not be guilty if the parrot had squawked, "Richard, no, no, no." Ogolnik was questioning a private investigator about looking into the bird's statements when the district attorney objected. The judge sustained the objection, ending the bird's chance of being a witness. Ogolnik later confirmed that he was not trying to produce the bird as a witness, he only wanted to introduce evidence provided by the bird. Max's location was kept secret after the incident. The private investigator joked that the bird was in a witness protection program and its identity had been changed from a parrot to a macaw. Do you agree with our picks? Be sure to check out these other great lists from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.